Hi everyone, it's Kristi. Welcome to another grocery haul video, the first grocery haul of 2023. It is actually January 1st as I'm filming this. I just got done grocery shopping. I did a Walmart grocery pickup. My intention was to shop at Aldi this week, but I didn't realize Aldi would be closed. So I ended up doing Walmart, and I did stop at Publix just for a couple things that Walmart didn't have. So I'm going to share this with you. The total that I spent between both stores, I only got a couple things at Publix. Most of this was at Walmart. But the total spent was about $300. I did get some cash back on Ibotta and Fetch Rewards. This time was very minimal. I think I ended up getting like $6 cash back. So as always, I'll put the links for Ibotta and Fetch Rewards down in the description box below. They're just like cash back programs, apps that you can use on groceries and at drugstores, things like that. I had a lot to get this time. I really had to do some replenishing. I really hadn't been doing too much grocery shopping over the last couple weeks just because of the holidays and just going places and having food everywhere. So this is my replenishing. And if you're new for my grocery hauls, I try to give the points as well as the calories. I have some of you out there who do Weight Watchers and some who do calories, so I try to provide both of those for you. With the exception of fruits and vegetables, those on Weight Watchers are 0 points. Obviously, fruits are not if you're following the diabetic. So if you're following the diabetic plan, then your fruits and a couple other things like fat-free cottage cheese, those do have points. But for calories, obviously, it just really depends on how much you have of it. So I'm just going to go through. I'll start with the 0 points. I got a great big thing of water back there, and you can't see it, but under the water, I have a big thing of Diet Coke. And then I've got some mini cucumbers back here. I love these for just salads or as a quick side to have with dinner. A lot of times we'll be like, what do we want? What do I feel like making for a vegetable? These are perfect. Just cut them up and put like some light Italian dressing on there. They're so good. I also got some baby spinach. I like to just throw a little bit of that in, like mixed in with some romaine lettuce for a salad or just to cook in some recipes. I got a thing of kale. I'm going to make those. I don't know if you all saw those peppers that I made. Yes, because I did a video on them. We just really love those peppers. They're like pizza stuffed peppers, I think they were called. I'll link the video down below where I make them, but we're going to make those again this week. So I got some kale for that. I also got some green beans and a bossed pear. So I'm going to make the pork chops with green beans and pear recipe. I'll link that down below. I also got some romaine lettuce, some angel hair coleslaw. I like to mix this in with my salad. So basically my salads usually have like some romaine lettuce, a little bit of coleslaw, some baby spinach. I kind of try and put a bunch of different stuff in there. I also got some celery, a thing of frozen cauliflower, some sliced mushrooms, and also some whole portobello mushrooms because I have really been craving one of my mushroom pizzas. I like to just use these like as the crust. I love mushrooms on my pizza. So if you love mushrooms on your pizza, you will love this as the pizza crust. Alright, and then I got a bunch of peppers because I'm going to be using 3 peppers for those pizza stuffed peppers, and then I like to have more for other recipes. And then I also got a green pepper and some onions, some bananas. I already said the boss pear. I got a couple red onions there. I got some whole carrots and then also some baby carrots. I like these to snack on, and then I like to use these in recipes. And then some green onions down there, some zucchini. I also got some avocados. You can have 35 grams of avocado for 1 point, and I think like 50 calories. And then my kiwi. I haven't had kiwi in quite a while, so I'm excited to get back to eating my kiwi. I try to eat like 2 kiwi a day. I also got some garlic, some Roma tomatoes, and then a beefsteak tomato, some shallots. These are kind of like, I don't know, they're like little onions, but I like to use those in recipes. And then some blueberries. I also got some jarred sliced mushrooms, some kosher baby dills, those are 0. And again, I'm not giving calories yet because it just depends how much you have, and they're minimal. I mean, it's like 5 calories for these. I also got some golden white corn. This I picked up at Publix. They don't have this kind at Walmart, and I really like this kind. This is 0 on Weight Watchers and 60 calories for half a cup. And some diced tomatoes. I think I got 4 cans of those. Those are 0 points and what, minimal, 25 calories for half a cup. I also got some whole potatoes. I like to keep these in my pantry just to use up. You can either cut them up and make them like breakfast potatoes on your stove, or sometimes I'll just put them on a pan and roast them with a little bit of olive oil and some spices. Those are 1.42 potatoes, and then 60 calories for 2/3 of a cup. And then I have a couple more 0 point foods over here. I've got some salsa, 0 points and like 10 calories. Also some canned chicken. I like to keep that in my pantry, 0 points or 90 calories for 3 ounces. And in that 3 ounces is 19 grams of protein. Also some tuna. And you know how I meal prep for 3 days for my husband and I? Usually those other 2 days, my husband pretty much always takes tuna. He likes to have tuna. He said of all the things, it's like the one thing that holds over the most. So that is 0 and 90 calories for a whole can and 20 grams of protein in a can, which when he makes a sandwich, he uses the whole can on it. I know it looks like I'm skipping things, but I'm trying to hit the 0 point foods first. I just have a couple more zeros. I have some chicken broth here. This is unsalted chicken broth. I hadn't seen that before. I've seen the low sodium, which I try to get. If you watch me though, you know that I prefer to make my own chicken broth, but I like to just have these just in case I don't have any of my homemade chicken broth on hand. And then in the back there I have one that's a beef broth, so those are 0. And also fat-free cottage cheese. And I know a lot of you hear me say that I do not care for the fat-free cottage cheese because my favorite kind, which is one of the reasons I stopped at Publix, is my Good Culture cottage cheese. This is my absolute favorite, and this is what I eat probably every day. It's 2 points for this whole container, or 120 calories. It's got 19 grams of protein in it. So I like to have this with my breakfast or for just a snack. But if I'm adding cottage cheese to a recipe and not eating it like this, then that's where the fat-free cottage cheese comes into play. I like to throw it in some eggs or any kind of recipe that calls for some kind of cottage cheese. I'll add it to that. Because this is 0 points on Weight Watchers now, unless you're on the diabetic plan. And this has 12 grams of protein in each serving. So just add some protein to whatever you're making. And the serving size is half a cup. So it's 70 calories for half a cup, or 0 points, and 12 grams of protein. But like I said, if I'm eating cottage cheese, I'm going to take the points and have this kind. And you'll see I also got over here is some whole milk cottage cheese. So my husband usually will eat this one. This one is 5 points on Weight Watchers and 140 calories. So my husband will usually have that. He likes the 2% as well, but all they had was 4. So I got 4 of these and 4 of the whole milk. All right, so I think we hit all the 0 points. If I miss anything, I'll come across it on the way. So back over here, I got some fully cooked bacon. My husband likes to put that like on sandwiches. That is 2 points for 3 slices. And for calories, it's 60 calories for 2 slices. And then I forgot to scan this juice, so let me scan it real quick. I actually got this at Publix because I ordered Trop 50 from Walmart, and I know the Trop 50 is 2 points for 1 cup, but they didn't have any, so I picked this up at Publix. So let me scan it real quick. So this one's the same, 2 points for a cup and 50 calories. And then back there are a couple things my husband likes just to have in the house. These are just way too high for me. I'd prefer to just make my own breakfast sandwich, but he just likes these on the weekends just for something quick. So I got him some bacon, egg, and cheese croissant sandwiches, and then also some 4 cheese Hot Pockets. For the croissant sandwiches, those are 13 points, and then the Hot Pockets are 12. So a little bit high for me, but if I wanted one bad enough, I would definitely use my extra weekly points and have one. All right, then back here I have my creamer. So this is the Coffee Mate Zero Sugar French Vanilla Creamer. This is 0 for 1 tablespoon, 1 point for up to 3 tablespoons, and 2 points for up to 6 tablespoons. I got some 2% milk back there. That's 5 points for a cup. And then my soups. So I loaded up on some Progresso soup because we have been getting some cold weather here in Florida. And these are just really good to have in your pantry. I love making my own homemade chicken noodle soup and having that in the freezer for like when I'm sick. But these are just really nice to have them in your pantry for whenever you want. So let me share with you the different ones I got. Most of them are Progresso Light. Actually, all of them are Progresso Light except for the split pea, which this one just so happens to be our favorite kind of soup. It's the Progresso Traditional Split Pea with Ham. And for this one, what did I do with the one that I wrote on? Oh, I had it on the bottom. There it is. So it's 1 point for 1 cup or 2 points for 2 cups of the split pea. So I got 4 cans of those. Oh, and the calories on the split pea are 120 calories per serving. It's 120 calories for 1 cup. If you have the whole can, it's 280 calories. And then I got some Progresso Light Beef Pot Roast, 150 calories per can, 2 points for 1 cup or 3 points for 2. I got a couple of things of chicken and dumpling, 160 calories per can, 1 point for 1 cup, 2 points for 2. Back there I got some chicken noodle, 130 calories per can, 1 point for 1 cup, 3 points for 2 cups. Savory vegetable barley, that's 130 calories per can, 1 point for 1 cup, and 3 points for 2 cups. And I think that's it. Pot roast, chicken and dumplings. Yep, that's it. Back here I have some Maxwell House coffee. I have some parboiled rice that I need for a recipe, for a slow cooker recipe that I actually made already, and I used regular rice and it did not come out. So I have learned my lesson to not use regular long grain rice in a slow cooker recipe. So I needed some of the parboiled. So that's 5 points for, I don't know what the serving size is, 1/4 cup dry or 170 calories. And then back here I got some potatoes. These are russet potatoes. For these you can have 4 ounces for 2 points. For the calories, it's 110 calories for a 5.2 ounce potato. And what else we got in here? I got some real bacon pieces. These are 1 point for 1 tablespoon and 30 calories. And then I also picked this up at Publix. This is Banza chickpea pasta. For this, it's 4 points for 2 ounces or 190 calories. I got some basil paste. I found that when I buy fresh basil, I don't use it all and it ends up going to waste. So I started buying this and that lasts better. I also got some Heinz Homestyle gravy. This is roasted turkey kind. For this, it's a 1/4 cup for 1 point or 25 calories. And then I found this. I was getting low on my everything bagel seasoning, but the kind that I had was really salty tasting. So I thought this Dash salt-free kind might be better. So this is like everything. It's everything but the salt, it's called, instead of everything but the bagel. So I'll see how I like that. I also got a couple things of ready rice. I usually always have these in my pantry. You can have 1/2 cup for 3 points. It's just the microwave 90-second ready rice. And calories is 200 calories per cup or 360 for the whole pouch. But that's a lot of rice to eat. All right, y'all, we're getting there. We got some light sour cream, 1 point for 1 tablespoon or 35 calories for 2 tablespoons. Back there I got some lightly salted rice cakes, 1 point per rice cake, and I think they're 35 calories. I like to make I think they were like peanut butter cups. They were a TikTok viral thing a while back. So all you do is spread the peanut butter on there, spread the syrup on there, or dip it in chocolate if that's what you're using. Pop them in your freezer, and oh my gosh, so good. I got some Prego Traditional, and that, I didn't write the points on that one. That is 2 points for 1/2 cup and 70 calories. Some fat-free feta crumbles. I prefer the feta block that you get from Aldi. It's like Imperium Selection, I think is the brand name. And that is so good. And I prefer it in block because I I just like the flavor of it better. But since I couldn't go to Aldi, I got this kind. This is fat-free feta crumbles. For this, it's 1 point for 2 ounces or 35 calories per ounce. So the kind that I get from Aldi is not fat-free. It's regular, full-fat feta cheese, and it's only 2 points per ounce. So definitely worth it. I also got some Laughing Cow cheese. I like to spread these on like a wrap instead of mayonnaise, or dip some pretzels in these or something like that. These are 1 point for 1 wedge or 2 points for 2 wedges. This is the garlic and herb kind. So double check, make sure that you scan all these, because some of them are 1 point for 1 wedge, and then when you have 2, it becomes 3 points. So you have to watch that. And then for calories on these, it's 30 calories. I think the ones that have 35 calories are the ones that come out to 3 points for 2 of them. Down here, I can't remember which one of you told me to try the olive tapenade hummus, but thank you. It is so good. And it's probably one of the lowest in points. So this one, you can have 2 tablespoons for 1 point. And now if you don't like olives, you're not going to like this. And then for the calories, it's 0 because the fine print is so small for these over 50 eyes. 60 calories for 2 tablespoons. But that is so good. So I can't remember which one of you told me about that, but thank you. I also got some Sara Lee Delightful 45 calorie bread. This isn't my favorite. This kind of, I guess you could say airy. I prefer the Aldi 40 calorie bread, but this is what we're having this week. 1 point for 1 slice or 2 points for 2 slices. And honestly, all I'm going to be using this for this week is probably avocado toast. So it's okay that it's a little bit airy. I won't be using it for sandwiches. I got a couple things of ground chicken. This is the 92% lean. It's got 8% fat. So this one is 4 points for 4 ounces. And for calories, it's 160. Got a couple of those. And then I got a thing of 93% lean ground turkey. This one, 4 points for 4 ounces and 170 calories. And then I also got some ground turkey breast. This is the 99% lean, so this one is 0 points. And calories is 120. Also, my husband already opened these. Turkey pepperoni. For these, you can have 12 slices for 1 point or 20 slices for 2 points. And if you're counting calories, there's 70 calories for 17 slices. I also got some 96% lean ground beef. This is 3 points for 4 ounces. And for calories, it is 140 calories. And then we got some cheese here. I got some Cracker Barrel smoked provolone. My husband likes provolone cheese on his sandwiches, so I got him that. That's 5 points for 1 slice. Part skim mozzarella, I like, again, I really like to have my cheese on the block and then shred it myself. This kind is 3 points for 1 ounce. This came down with the new program because I want to say this used to be 4 or maybe even 5 points. No, I think it was 4 for 1 ounce. And then this is 70 calories for 1 ounce. And a couple things of Cracker Barrel cheese. So this we just like to snack on. Just a couple of slices maybe at night. And my favorite is the Aldi Reserve. It's called something Reserve cheese. And then next is Cracker Barrel. And then otherwise we get Cabot. So one of those 3 are our favorites. And I think they're all the same in points. They're 5 points for 1 ounce, which to me is worth it. And then 110 calories for 1 ounce. I also got some light butter, Land O'Lakes light butter. This is 2 points for 1 tablespoon and 50 calories. And then I got some eggs. I just got the organic pasture raised because honestly the price wasn't much different from the regular ones. Anyways, y'all know eggs are just absolutely crazy, ridiculous priced right now. It's absolutely crazy. And then a couple other things here. I got some Olay Extreme Wellness wraps. These are 1 point per wrap. And for these, the calories are 50 calories. I love these. They have 11 grams of fiber in them and 5 grams of protein. But then when I went to Publix, I saw these. These are Smart Carb Pockets. I don't know if you can tell how big they are there. But they're just little pockets, and these stand out at 1 point. They're 90 calories, 6 grams of fiber, 7 grams of protein. So I thought those would be good. They were BOGO at Publix this week. So if you have a Publix near you, I think their sales run through the end of the day on Wednesday. So today's Sunday. I'm going to do my best to try and get this video up within the next day or two. So hopefully you'll catch that sale if you're interested in those. But like I said, 1.90 calories. So I hope you all have an amazing year. As always, I really appreciate the thumbs up on my videos. And if you're new and not subscribed, I'd love for you to be part of the family. Thank you all so much for watching and Happy New Year. I will see you in my next one.